afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the American Sports Connection. I am your host, the one and only Joey Railroads. I'm here with my buddy Lance. We're going to go over Extreme Rules from last night. How's it going, Lance?
I'm doing good. Just woke up a little while ago.
Yeah, it's early on the West Coast there.
Well, it's only 10 o'clock, but that's still early for me.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I went to bed early last night, so I'm good.
Oh, I crashed. But I had trouble sleeping, so that's why I laid down earlier. But I have some breaking news for you. Adam Rose has been released.
Released from jail or released from the WWE?
He apparently requested his release, and WWE has granted it.
Oh, I bet you they were happy about that.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's because he's trying to save his marriage and everything, you know?
Well, I think first thing you need when you're married is a job, isn't it?
That's a valid point.
Yeah, I don't think WWE would have put him on his honey air anymore anyways after.
I was going to say, I thought they would have just paid him to stay away.
Yeah, it's probably what would have happened.
But we'll never know. So, anyway, what did you think of Extreme Rules last night?
It was okay. I didn't mind it at all. It had some really good points and had some really bad points, of course, but I thought it had more good than bad.
Yeah, I agree with that. I thought it was solid. It wasn't, great, but wasn't terrible.
I would say it was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. There was a lot of couple surprises and some actual blood.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
All right. Opening up the pre-show match, we had Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. This was no DQ, if I remember correctly.
No DQ match. I think this was their third out of so.
So this is probably the blow-off.
Yeah, they both had a win, and I think we all knew that Corbin was going to win. Ziggs is going nowhere.
Yeah, and it was a solid match, and like you said, why are they going to push Ziggler when he's come out and stated that this is his last WWE contract?
Exactly. I'm not going to invest anything in him, and that's just the way it goes in wrestling. On your way out, you
put
do
guys
jobs.
Over.
Yeah, and he sure had the whitest, pinkest trunks I've ever seen. Damn, I thought Bret Hart had pink trunks.
It reminded me of Shawn Michaels.
Ah, there you go.
I was like, wow, he's really rocking the HBK pants tonight.
He wanted to be seen. In case the lights went out.
Yeah, but I thought it was a good match.
It's okay.
Yeah, Corbin picks up the win with the end of days. Now let's see if they can actually put him on the main card as opposed to the pre-show for the last couple months.
Yeah, they've been the pre-show guys.
Because he hasn't been on the main card since Mania.
Okay.
That's what I thought was odd. I'll point this out before we move on, that they had the Andre the Giant statue that he won, the trophy there last night.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It just caught my eye, and I was like, that's odd.
That must be the longest trophy ever in the history of wrestling trophies that hasn't been smashed.
You're not kidding. That thing is huge.
And they usually get smashed by somebody. I've never seen a trophy ever not get smashed.
Maybe that's where they're headed. Who knows?
It gotta be.
All right. To open the main card, we had the Usos against Anderson and Gallows in a tornado tag. I like this match, Lance, but the one issue I have is they've done it so much that I was like, eh.
Yeah, I agree. We've seen them before, but I liked this match. It was lots of action, and I'm glad the Gallows and Anderson won. I thought they were going to lose.
Yeah, that would have been terrible.
Yeah, it would have been. Oh well, there you go. So much for those guys.
And I don't know if the one Uso was selling his injury or if he was legitimately hurt, because you saw like a couple people helping him to the back.
Oh, he's always selling an injury, isn't he? The one who's always got his shoulder hurt.
Yeah. The one that had the shoulder surgery, and then the other brother was on commentary while the other brother was out.
Well, at least they kept him on TV a bit somehow.
I think he was on SmackDown or the main event, one of them. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't watch watch either of those.
No, me neither. I might, if SmackDown, like, I'll read the spoilers, that if it's interesting, I might watch it.
I can barely get through 3 hours of Raw every week.
I know what you mean.
And then I don't want to watch what happened on Raw and SmackDown. It's like...
Oh, absolutely. So Gallows and Anderson pick up the win. Do you remember what their finisher's called? I can't quite remember it.
Oh, jeez. No.
Well, whatever they call it, WWE.
Somebody in the chat should know it.
Yeah. Well, either way, that's how they won and beat the Usos last night.
It's a good move, though. I like it.
Oh, absolutely. After that, we had Rusev versus Kalisto for the U.S. title. This was decent.
I didn't mind this match. It was better than I thought it would be, but I think we all knew Rusev was going to win this one.
I cringed when Rusev bent him back like that.
Yeah, he's pretty bendy, I guess.
I was like, oh my god, that hurts me.
Oh, what bugged me is how they're pumping before the match, how bad his back is, and he's got all these strained back muscles.
Yeah, like he's...
But then he comes running out and does his flip over the top rope like nothing. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, are you going to sell the fucking injury?
It's like, all right, your back must be feeling pretty good tonight. He took his leave.
I was going to say they're probably taking more than a leave, but,
I didn't mind this match. I thought it was just going to be crap, but it wasn't too bad. I don't mind Kalisto.
No, it wasn't terrible, and I think they're setting up to have Cena basically beat Rusev next week.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Cena back on Memorial Day. Isn't Memorial Day one of your guys' biggest holidays?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a 4th of July light, isn't it? Kind of thing.
Yeah, because Memorial Day is the end of May, and then 4th of July is in like 6 weeks.
Yeah, we just had our holidays actually today, our May holiday.
Oh, okay.
It's Victoria Day, I think it is. Queen Victoria Day.
So that's like your Memorial Day.
Yeah, I think so. Because if yours is in 2 weeks, we're not having another holiday in 2 weeks. although it doesn't matter to me about the holiday today.
No. Rusev wins, becomes the new U.S. champion with the accolade. I saw his interview after the match, like it was on WWE's YouTube or whatever, and it was funny because he got rid of the accent. He was just kind of talking almost normal.
Oops.
I know, it made me laugh. I mean, because he already talks with an accent, so he was just talking with his normal accent. I was like,
okay.
Next, we had the New Day versus the Vaudevillains for the tag titles. I really liked this match.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, too. I like the Vaudevillains. I really do like them. I've never really seen them much on NXT, except for, like,
can go.
And I'm really getting sick of the New Day. They're not funny anymore. They're just irritating to me now. But obviously, people like them.
Well, the time machine thing was ridiculous. It was funny just because they had Kofi come out with the old Jamaican accent.
That was kind of funny. But when they got 20 jokes and only 2 of them are funny, it's time to...
Right, I know what you mean.
Come on.
But I got to give the Vaudevillains credit because they went step for step with New Day.
They did, and like they said, the numbers game got them, so maybe we'll see a new Vaudevillain or help.
Yeah, that's possible. And it was interesting to see Xavier Woods actually wrestle for once.
Well, when I seen him wrestling, I thought, oh, there you go. They're going to lose. Xavier's going to get the pin. He's going to get pinned.
And he's the one that made the pin.
Yeah, they switched it up on me.
Yeah, well, and then he kicked out of their finisher.
Did he? I can't quite remember. He must.
Yeah, they call it the whirling dervish or dervish.
Okay.
It's the one. It's the one where they do like a swinging neck breaker and something else. I think like a kick.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Didn't I can't remember. It was just last night, and I still can't remember. That's pretty bad.
But I thought they put on a really good show.
Yes, it was.
Next, we had the Fatal 4-Way with The Miz, Kevin Owens, Cesaro. and Sami Zayn. This was the match of the night.
It was good. I don't. For me, I don't think it was match of the night.
Okay.
It was probably second.
Okay.
Constant action, but like I said, I'm not a fan of 3-ways or 4-ways because they always do the guys hurt outside,
I know,
two guys
I
wrestle.
hate that.
Guys hurt outside, two guys wrestle. It's like, especially when the guy's like, oh, he's been hurt for 5 minutes. Or he gets hit once and all of a sudden, oh, he's outside the ring selling it for 2 minutes. They got to do it, obviously. But I definitely liked it. It was definitely a great match. Lots of action, constant action.
Absolutely. I just thought this was like a big, and I understand the Miz has heat, but it was like a big middle finger to all the hardcore WWE fans because it's like, oh yeah, we'll give you Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Cesaro, but the Miz is winning.
I was hoping for Cesaro.
Yeah, me too.
But I pretty much knew Miz was gonna be back, keep the title, because why else would they brought Maurice back? And they're invested in that now. Yeah. And Owens just lost the titles, and they're not going to just go back and forth. And I'm just glad Zayn didn't win, because you know how I feel about him.
Yeah. He's just, I respect what he does in the ring, but his character's just blah.
Exactly, the taxi driver.
Yeah, I was using that last night. Sami Zayn, the taxi driver.
You stole my line.
Yeah.
Oh, you rented it.
Yeah.
Borrowed it.
The rumors are that after Kevin Owens gets out of this feud with Sami Zayn, they're going to give him the big push.
Oh, that's good.
They're going to give him the main event push. I said, oh, I hope so. That'd be nice.
I don't mind that at all.
Now, Miz eventually wins this match and retains the Intercontinental title. Next on the list, Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho in an Asylum match. I really enjoyed this too.
It was good. I really liked it. Jericho, man, can he sure play it up? Can he? Just when he's the heel, he goes all in, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think it started a little slow, but it was very good.
Well, they got to start her slow because they probably wrestled almost 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So, did you see that? I seen Jericho posted about somebody that tweeted him and said, "Why is there a door if you can't go out of the door to win?"
Yeah.
And he tweeted back, "To get in the ring, you moron."
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny. And the other thing that made me laugh was I think almost every object was used except Mitch the plant.
Oh, that's right. And it's got some tacks. I figured there was something in that bucket. Yeah. But I didn't think they're going to bring out tacks.
I got to give Jericho credit for taking that bump.
Wow, you see his elbow?
Ooh.
Man, and I don't know if you've ever had tacks in your body. I stepped on a bunch of tacks once, by accident. It was dark in the middle of the night, and barefoot. And let's just say they hurt way more coming out than they do going in.
I bet. And I was going to say Ambrose doesn't mind because he used to wrestle at those crazy ultraviolet federations, so he's used to it.
I thought Ambrose was going to get the tacks because kind of usually how it goes in wrestling. The guy who brings out the tacks usually gets the tacks.
Yes.
And Jericho, oh man, did you see that photo Mick Foley put up?
Yes.
With, oh man, you see his elbow and it's just like, oh.
They put a video up of the refs taking it out.
Oh, did they? I gotta see that.
Man. It wasn't all of them, but it was like maybe 30, 45 seconds, and I'm like, oh dear God.
You can't fake those. There's no fake attacks.
That's when somebody had tweeted Jericho that it was fake or something. He's like, you can't fake that, you idiot.
Yeah, it's like, especially when they show the tacks laying there. Some are on their sides, some are on their, pointing down.
Yeah.
A lot are pointing up. It don't matter. And they're not like they're sparkles, than stickers.
I couldn't even imagine being driven into them. You know what I mean?
I think wasn't it Abyss that got him in his eye the one time too? It was.
Yes.
And Mick Foley, I think, got him in his eye.
I know.
Oh man!
I know people were saying this was a ripoff of the TNA match, but I mean, let's keep it real. There's not a lot of people that watch TNA.
And everybody rips everybody off in wrestling. They've been doing it since the 30s. And I'm wondering if TNA sold him the ring. Sold him the cage.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, well, TNA was six-sided cage, wasn't it? I'm not too sure.
I don't remember. It's been so long.
You know what I find hard about cage matches for me, and this has nothing to do with anybody else, is my old job. I used to make stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the cage much more than I'm looking at the match sometimes. It's like, oh, yeah, that's how it's put together. Oh, I see. Oh, that's wrong. He's got that in the wrong spot.
I was going to say the thing that I always hate is when they have the referee in there that can count a 3 count.
I guess that's the new thing, that cage match we watched on one of our other shows. They had the ref in there.
Yeah. I'm just not a fan.
Yeah, out the door, over the top. That's the way it should be.
I think this is probably the blow-off for Ambrose and Jericho, and now I'm thinking you won't see Jericho for a while.
No, he's got to heal up. Man, that was nasty. But it was good. I really liked that.
I think he's getting ready to go on tour with Fozzy anyway.
That's usually how it goes, isn't it? He wrestles till his time to go out on tour, put somebody over, and then see you next time. But he fooled us before.
Well, no, maybe I'm wrong because they don't have any tour dates scheduled.
Okay, maybe they're doing an album in studio or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking
who knows?
Bow out for a while.
But I forgot all about that. The potted plant was the only one that, probably this is going to be, he lived. So he's going to be the reincarnation maybe now.
Mitch 2.
Yeah, something like that. And but I thought for sure that Jericho was going to get put in the straitjacket. That didn't happen. And the fire extinguishers, when those, I don't know why they use them. Those got to be gimmicked fire extinguishers, because what they spray out is basically poison.
I was going to say, and it really should burn your eyes.
Buddy of mine got fire extinguished, and we thought it was funny, and we almost killed the fucker. So he's coughing out that fucking shit, and oh man,
that's terrible.
Well, we thought it was funny at the time. Everybody thought it was funny but him.
Well, of course. Ambrose eventually wins with Dirty Deeds. And he actually got, I don't know if you noticed, when he did the Dirty Deeds, he got his whole arm full of tacks.
Yeah, I did see that. He got nailed some, because they were trying to, a few times you could see when he's trying to sweep the tacks away. But once you start bouncing on that ring, they're just flying everywhere. And
yeah, well, I'm sure it doesn't bother him considering all the stuff he's done before.
And like I said, if you're in the heat of the moment, you get slammed into it, it's just like, and then later on, you're holy.
Yeah. Like once you finally, the adrenaline wears down.
And you're in the back, and they're pulling them out.
Ooh.
And,
anyway, moving right along. Next was Charlotte versus Natty for the women's title. I think this is probably the worst match of the night. Yeah,
it was pretty bad, but like Nixie was saying, we were in that Wrestle Zone or Wrestle Reaction chat room, that people were really dissing it. Nixie, she's going to defend anything, and she made a good point. She goes, it's a submission match, which means there's going to be a lot of drawn out submission holds.
That's true.
Which is true.
I just feel bad because they've had much better matches.
Very good matches, and but it served its purpose, I guess. And then that stupid thing at the end wrecked. It wasn't a great match, but it was okay. Wasn't on par to what they used to do, but like Nixie said, it was a submission match and all that slow stuff. But then who's the girl that come out? Dana Brooke. It's like, oh God, I'm wondering if that was supposed to be Emma's role.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and then she got hurt. And I'm like, I was you know what I was hoping, but I didn't think it would happen. Is the Black Scorpion come out? That would have been funny, but nobody over the age of 30 would know what the hell that is, or under the age of 30 would know what that is.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
For those of you that are not familiar, you can look at this on the network. The Black Scorpion was a guy that was under a mask that fought Sting in a cage, I believe.
He fought him many times. He had kept attacking Sting. First, the Black Scorpion was actually, I think he was Al Perez or something.
Yes.
And he was actually Mexican, and then he quit at the end, and they needed to finish up the storyline. Arn Anderson did it once, and I think Tully Blanchard did it once, and then it was the final kickoff. You know, who is it? And it was Flair, Ric Flair. It's like, and you could tell instantly it was Ric Flair. He comes out, he's almost wooing and doing his he didn't change his move set up. He had his total Ric Flair moves.
And I remember that it was really bad because they had like 15 Black Scorpions come out.
Yeah, the real Black Scorpion.
I think it was one of the, I want to say it was like Halloween Havoc 1990.
Oh, long time ago.
Yeah, you remember that probably vividly.
Oh, a little bit. I didn't have many pay-per-views back then. This definitely was the worst match of the night. I was hoping it'd be one of the better ones.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed. Charlotte eventually wins with the figure 8. I'm thinking they're going to go with Charlotte and Paige now.
Charlotte and Paige, and probably Natalia's going to feud with Dana there.
Yeah.
Charlotte Paige would be good.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you read this. Sasha Banks was hurt at a house show.
I read something about that.
You're going to love this one. The rumor is that the referee kneed her accidentally in the head and gave her a concussion.
Oh, crazy.
I was like, what? But they've been purposely keeping her off television for her because they have big plans for her.
Well, that's good. That wrestling I seen there in Penticton, she was there, but she only did a run-in.
Uh-huh.
And she got the biggest pop of the night.
Go figure, right?
Yeah, and that was just for a run-in.
Wow.
Speaking of concussions, this has nothing to do with wrestling. I'll be real quick. I was watching Jeopardy. Not Jeopardy. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Uh-huh.
And the question was, what sport has the most concussions of all time? And it's because of the kicking. And you know what it was?
No, what was it?
Synchronized swimming.
Wow, that's weird.
Because they're always kicking their legs and kicking each other in the head, I guess.
Oh, wow.
That's funny.
That's different.
Yeah, the lady got it right, though.
I never knew that.
No, I wouldn't have known that. But some of them on there were like they had cricket, and some of the sports is like, well, golf I think was on there too.
Oh God!
Like, it's the only one that
made sense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now moving on, we had the main event: Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles for the heavyweight championship in a Extreme Rules match. I enjoyed this match.
This was my match of the night.
Okay.
I really liked it. It was constant. They were going out into the crowd. They were smashing through crap. It was more extreme than I thought it was going to be.
And I felt bad for AJ because he took the brunt of it.
Oh God, he took a shit kicking, didn't he? Man,
especially when Reigns threw him into the second table and he bounced and then it broke.
I know, and he's swinging him into the side of the ring, and he hit him into the part that's all the lights.
Yeah, I was like,
that's
just
man. Thud. But AJ can sell, and
I really saying that's a hell of a treatment for a guy with a supposed bad back.
Yeah. And, Reigns, if he's got somebody that's good, he can put on some great matches.
I was just going to say that. AJ carried him to a great match.
It's, both of them, really, their problem is their mic skills, right?
Yes.
But we put them in the ring, and they're good. The only thing I didn't like is AJ's got, he's at the end and he did the Styles Clash or whatever on the chair, and and he goes to do that springing board elbow.
Yeah.
It's like, well, Jesus, you got him on the ground. You don't let him get back up.
The other bump that I thought was nasty was he went to do that springing forearm on the other side toward the announce table, and Reigns like clocked him in the face, and he kind of like fell all awkward. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, they weren't holding back.
I was just like, that could have ended really badly. And then the other thing I didn't like was he hit Reigns with the Styles Clash on the chair, and the one Uso pulls AJ out. I'm like, well, who the hell is the face and who the hell is the heel?
They're both, that's what's good. I like when sometimes when there's no who's the heel, who's the face, because then they can do everything.
Yeah, and this is just one minor complaint. The other issue I had is AJ hit him with the kitchen sink, and he kicked out every time. Yeah,
well, there's Roman doing his John Cena 2.5 kickouts. That's they always say John Cena's only got 5 moves or whatever.
Yeah.
He's got 6. He's got the kick out at 3, a kick out at 2.5 100 times, right? Chris Brown's got a good point there. Now, what do you do with AJ now that Rollins is back?
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe if he's that hurt, he has a little bit of surgery done, or I don't think maybe AJ was kind of turning heel last night when he was nailing them. Everybody with the chairs. Oh my God,
he was swinging that thing, man. Ooh.
He must have nailed 20 times.
Yeah, and he really hit him hard, man.
It was good. That's right. I really like the Fatal 4-Way, but this one I really liked because it kind of made Roman look like Roman can wrestle and can work. It's just people
you gotta have the right guy.
Yeah, and people they're gonna shit on him forever. It's like Nixie also said in that chat. She goes, "What happens if the Shield reforms? Are they still gonna boo him?"
Yeah.
And I think they would.
So, but that's just my opinion.
They would cheer Ambrose. They would cheer
Rollins,
but Roman would get booed. It's like he's got to murder. Like right now, obviously, Rollins gonna hopefully be babyface. It looks like they might have tried to book him as a heel there,
and that isn't going to work.
Yeah, he'd have to basically slit a puppy's throat in the ring, and I don't even know if he'd still get booed.
It's funny you mention that. Have you seen that meme?
No, what's that?
There's a meme out there that says that.
Oh well, there you go.
He would have to kill a puppy for us to boo him.
I only thought of that because I've seen this girl on the WWE site there said before that they should bring Roman in with a puppy. Nobody would ever boo a guy with a puppy.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my Lord.
I sometimes go to that site just to see how stupid some of the things are. But hey, she was right.
Yeah. Here he says, Lance, they're going to continue to shit on Reigns for 2 reasons. Because he's Hogan 3.0 and because he's related to Rocky and has no clue how to get over with the fans.
That's true.
I will say this. I was annoyed with him last night when they were introducing him because the people are booing him and he had this really smug look on his face like, I don't care what you think.
I think when he came in down to the ring there, Roman, I don't think they were booing him. I think they were all in awe and going, ooh. This poor guy, because, if he must hate it. Like, if anybody hates it the most, it's him, right?
I don't dislike the guy, but WWE has made us dislike him.
Exactly. They're trying to make us like him, but they're doing the opposite.
Exactly. And, Roman did himself no favors in an interview saying that he only cares about kids. He didn't care about the adult fans.
Yeah, but is he told to say that?
I know, but I'm just saying, I'm like,
yeah.
Way to alienate, 1/3 of your group, of your, fan base? I just think that's crazy.
Wrestling, I guess, has always been for kids, not for us, right?
Yeah.
So, except for the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
But they're still kids. running around. I remember.
Yeah, I was in high school.
I was like 22, my mid-20s, and me and my girlfriend are down at the beach. We're watching the Canada Day fireworks, and there's kids running around, suck it, doing the crotch chop, and you see old grannies. Old grannies are like, oh my God. And the mothers are laughing, and we're laughing, because we get it, right? We know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because the kids probably don't know what it's about.
Dude, that's how I was. I had, like, tons of, like, Austin and Rock and DX shirts. I could fill up, like, a whole bin.
Really?
But I was a teenager, so it was like, I didn't care.
I don't think I've ever had a wrestling shirt.
I know, you always tell me this. You're never going to pay for it.
No. When I got to pay for the beer, that's enough.
All right, Reigns wins this match with a spear. That's the other thing I was annoyed with. He hit one spear and AJ doesn't get up. I was like...
Yeah, it's the way it is, isn't it? But
I know, but it was a good match, nonetheless.
It was a good match. Like I said, this was my match of the night. Probably 1A, 1B with the 4-way. And, of course, I liked the Asylum match. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, the Asylum.
And like I said about that one, with Jericho going into those tacks.
Yeah, that was brutal. And I'm sure you could probably hear the train going past.
Yeah, I hear the train. Actually, I was thinking Jericho probably is going to stick around because he's got that house show still in Winnipeg, right? That
Chris is dying to see.
So
I don't know what they're going to do because, like you said, he's going to need time to heal up.
Well, it's only little holes in the arm. It's like, but let's see if he shows up tonight. Now he wants his revenge.
Yeah, or if he's going to move on to a different, feud or what.
I wouldn't mind seeing him in one more match. Not very often I want to see guys wrestle again, but these guys have some good chemistry.
Absolutely. I agree with that. After the match, some people I know actually missed this, Lance, because I said you got to watch to the very end. Seth Rollins comes out, I'm assuming out of the crowd, and attacks Roman Reigns, pedigrees him, and takes the belt.
I almost missed it too. I was just about to hit off, and I said, "What's oh!" So I almost missed it.
Well, because the rumor was that he was there, so I'm like, all right, I'm not turning this off till it goes off.
Somebody in that chat room said that Mick Foley spoiled it. Like 2 minutes before, Mick Foley put on Twitter, "Good to see Rollins back out there" or something.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so... But the guy in the chat room didn't spoil it, though. He said it afterwards.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear anything.
No, I don't do Twitter, so...
Yeah. I was going to tell you, if his music would have played, it would have been a ginormous pop.
Exactly. He could be the biggest face.
I think it would have been on par with when Triple H came back.
They've been wanting a super over face for years now to, just in case they need, they do need to replace Cena eventually.
Well, here he is.
Here he is. And if they screw it up, oh man. It's impossible to screw this up. But Vince want to keep him bad. I want Roman. So if Roman turned heel and Rollins' his face, there you go. There's what you need.
Absolutely. I think that would be great.
Because then Roman can really get the booze.
Because Rollins, as soon as he lifted that title up, the place went nuts.
It was crazy.
I was so excited to see him. I'm actually excited for Raw now to see where they go.
I am too.
And he already put out all his new merchandise.
Sweet.
It was like the shirt he's wearing is one of them.
Yeah, I noticed he had a new shirt. I think his pants were a different kind of color, too.
Yeah, they were like a grayish.
Yeah, grayish, silvery thing.
Yeah, but it's just like, dude, it's like you cannot make this guy a heel. The people are not going to accept it.
No. You seen it last night. He went nuts. I went nuts. I loved it. It was great.
I'm intrigued because they're in Baltimore tonight. And that's usually a kind of marky crowd.
This is like everybody's saying, I can't wait for Cena and Orton and Rollins to get back. It's like, well,
Rollins for me.
Yeah, Rollins 100%. I don't mind Cena back as long as he stays in the U.S. title. Orton, I could care less about him.
And then Wyatt.
Wyatt, yeah.
He teased it again last night. On Twitter, he had another picture of him with like flames around him, and it was like hashtag the return.
Oh, that's cool.
So maybe they're going to bring. He's supposed to be back any time.
Yeah, what did he just tweak his knee or something, didn't he? Or
his ankle, something
his
like
ankle.
that.
Well, he's had ankle problems for years, but
it's just it sucked that it happened when it did because they were putting him up against Roman on the European tour.
Yeah, and especially if it's your ankle, hard to heal up if you got to work every night.
Absolutely.
Like
if
it's
something like that, or his calf, or it was like a weird, injury that takes time.
Yeah, if you screw up your elbow or your wrist or something, you can work around it. But if it's something with your legs, you're on your feet, your ankles all the time, right?
Absolutely, and he's a bigger guy.
I
mean,
remember
disrespect to him, but he's a stocky kind of guy.
When I was talking about Rollins at the WrestleMania with the short hair,
yeah,
he must have had it tied back in a ponytail then.
He must have.
Yeah, and he was definitely clean shaven, but wow, that was 2-3 months ago. So he could easily.
Now we're 3 or 4 weeks away from Money in the Bank.
Oh, there you go. He could win that again.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going to go.
Well, probably going to give him a title shot right off the bat, you would think now.
You would think.
He lost his title, so he deserves a title shot.
I'm thinking they're going to have either him and Roman one-on-one or throw AJ in it.
I'd rather have it one-on-one. You know me and triple threats.
I know.
But still, that would be a good triple threat. Those are 3 guys that are all pretty good workers, June
18th is Money in the Bank.
Okay.
And Chris is saying he expects Owens to win it. I hope so. That'd be great.
Hey, that's a good one, too. There you go. I think I'd rather... Rollins doesn't need the Money in the Bank.
No, because this is when Owens was supposed to get his big push, because Vince has gotten past him being husky.
Well, I think Chris nailed it there. I think Owens probably going to win that. I'm all in on that one.
I'm just curious to see who they're all going to throw in it, because I had read they wanted to have like Cesaro, Ambrose, Owens, Wyatt. Those were the names I had heard.
I'm thinking Damian Sandow, Stardust, Hornswoggle.
Hey, guys that are future endeavored.
I wonder where Zig's going to be next, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I've heard that he has a really bad reputation backstage.
Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah, that he's like a womanizer.
Well... You remember when, what's her name? Not Sunny.
Yeah, Sunny.
Yeah, Sunny, when she was on WZR talking about him.
Yeah.
And she was pretty in-depth.
Yeah, I just think it's funny that they're giving him shit over that.
Whatever, he's a single man. He's not married.
Hey, he's not like your face of the company, John Cena, that was cheating on his wife with Mickie James.
Exactly, or Vince's daughter did the same thing with Triple H. It's like, it's double standards for certain people, isn't it?
Yeah, that reminds me about Stephanie. Did you see she's writing a book?
A book? No.
Yeah, because they're trying to get her more out in the open for when Vince, retires or...
Well, that's good.
That's the plan.
I like Stephanie. I've always liked Stephanie.
Oh, I love Steph. Especially
when she first showed up, you could tell she was a deer in the headlights. It went back in the day when she was like 18, I think, when they started.
Yeah, she was really young.
Yeah.
It was in 97, 98.
And she's really, she's definitely Daddy's little bitch.
Yeah, he always says that.
Yeah, she definitely plays the bitch role right up there.
And then in a couple weeks we have NXT TakeOver.
didn't watch NXT again, and I said I was gonna.
It's on my birthday, so I can't forget.
Well, I always watch the takeovers. I like those, but
they already have 3 matches announced, I want to say. Maybe 4. I know 3 definitely. The main event is Samoa Joe and Finn Balor in a cage.
That's one that should be really good.
I don't know if you know her, the Nia Jax. She's that really heavy-set Samoan woman.
Yeah.
She's facing Asuka for the title, so that means Bayley's on her way up.
Okay.
And then the tag titles. It's the rematch you saw from WrestleMania.
Those guys were good.
American Alpha versus the Revival. I couldn't think of their name. Oh yeah, there is one other match. I just remembered it. It's Shinsuke Nakamura against Austin Aries.
Oh, that should be really good.
I know. When I heard that, I was like, ooh.
What about No Way Jose? What about him?
Yeah. Have you seen him wrestle?
I did see him.
It's like Adam Rose mixed with Fandango.
Exactly. But, hey, gotta try something.
Well, I keep hearing there's going to be more releases coming. What WWE's doing, they're lowballing guys on their renewal contracts because they want to get more NXT guys up.
Oh, you can't blame them.
No, I can't.
Wrestling's always was that, certain guys stay there forever and then new guys all the time. And they've last few years, it's just been, they've had the same 15 guys.
And they have like 60 or 70 trainees. It's something around that. So I'm curious if they're calling Bayley up, who's going to be the next big babyface? Maybe Asuka.
I'll have to start watching. I keep saying that, but I never do.
She posted a photo on Twitter that she's learning English from Nakamura.
Well, that definitely will hold her back if she doesn't know any English.
Yeah, well, apparently Nakamura speaks it very good. They just don't let him.
That's usually how they do it, right?
Well, and that reminds me, what do you think of all the announced teams they have now?
I like the guy that I think he might be the SmackDown guy. He did the pre-show match.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
Yeah, I really like him. He sounds like a professional sports guy.
What made me laugh is they have like Spanish, French, German, Russian.
Okay. I was saying I'd rather listen to one of those guys than damn Cole and JBL. Oh.
Hey, and now they have Funaki doing the Japanese.
Cole screwing up all the time, and JBL and his lame jokes.
Oh, dude, I muted the show last night because it just hurts my head. And it's like, wow, this is nice to just listen to peace and quiet, But,
did you read this Cody Rhodes statement that he put out there on Twitter?
Yeah.
I kind of agree with the guy.
Absolutely. They really misused him.
Well, I thought for sure after WrestleMania that he was going back to Cody Rhodes because he was doing the old, if I lose, that's it for Stardust.
Well, he wanted to. That was the plan, and Vince said no.
And I can't blame.
Because they said he wanted to do it to honor his dad, but Vince said no. So that's all you need to know.
Well, Vince is his boss. You got to do what your boss says. Doesn't mean you got to keep working there, though, right? Which he's doing.
I wonder what's going to happen with Dustin and his wife.
Exactly. And I don't know how long Cody's got left on his contract.
I don't know either.
So Vince either has to pay him to sit at home, or I don't know how that works.
Those no competes.
Because I know he could go over to England and make a fortune.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because that's where Goldust went. He went over there and wrestled for about 8 months.
Oh, in the UK?
Yeah, and then he got back into the... Well, he would go back and forth,
Okay.
He didn't live over there. He would come back like every 3 weeks or something, or 4 weeks, and that's what got him back into the WWEI.
Oh, wow. Well, I think he's better than he's ever been now.
He's definitely. I agree. He's done some of the best stuff ever, and well, I don't know about the best stuff ever because his first stuff was really good, and then his middle stuff was, but now then he does really good. But then again, now he's back to that stupid thing with R-Truth.
Yeah.
I hear another train.
Yep, they're doing it back and forth. Today it must be the day. I live literally across the street from my train tracks. And they bring all this like toxic chemicals over to different businesses in the town I live in.
Oh, sweet.
So it's like, yeah, just keep upright. Don't fall.
I lived across from train tracks before, and I mean, they were right there. And it was like the first train goes by, I'm like, oh, yeah, cool, the train, next train. Oh, okay. Then it got to be, it wasn't the train, it was the horn.
Yeah.
And I was right downtown, so they had to blow the freaking horn, and it'd be horrible at night because it'd be like 6 go one way really quick, and then 6 go the other way real quick at night because they rush them through.
Yeah, well, this is like the 3rd or 4th one today. We normally never have this many. Believe it or not, I almost got clipped by one when I was coming home because usually they'll have like the red lights going, and there's usually nothing there. So I kind of like inched my car up to like peak, and when I did, he almost freaking creamed me.
Oh, yeah, you ain't going to win with a train.
Because I got a call from my mom like 10 minutes later. She's like, what were you doing?
But she seen you?
Yeah, because she works in the hospital that's like a block away. So she walks to work, and she was like, I saw your car. What were you doing?
Said, I was trying to fix the water pump.
Yeah. I always tease her because I'm like, I was like, you're watching everything I'm doing all day while you're at work, aren't you? No. Because she's up like 3 or 4 floors and can see right over here.
It's probably got a camera on you.
Probably. She'll always call me and tease me. She said, all right, get the strippers out of the house. I'm coming home.
Don't worry, Mom. They're gone.
Yeah, that's what I always say. Don't worry. You know what? I wanted to tell you this. One guy that is kind of just... And it must be they have nothing for him, and he's falling like a rocket, is Apollo Crews.
I've never seen anything in him, though.
He's a good wrestler, but his promos are terrible.
Another Bobby Lashley.
I think so. And I think they made a mistake of calling him up too early, and now it's, Rollins is back. Cena's back. Bray is back. Orton is back. And
exactly.
Now it's like, what do we do with him?
Because we know that Cena's not going through NXT.
No. He'll win I'd put money on it that he'd almost win the title on Memorial Day.
Yeah, I would too. I would definitely. Well, I don't know if I bet the farm, but I bet half. I bet half the farm.
Yeah.
Especially, I think Rusev's going to come out and he's going to maybe squash somebody or come out then. Ooh, I can take anybody.
Open challenge.
Is that all you got? And then and then the crowd goes half crazy, half boo.
Yeah, I bet.
And he comes out and
they really went nuts on Cena at Mania. You remember that?
Yeah, that's good though. It's good for him.
My personal favorite JBL thing that he says now is about Roman Reigns. He'll say, I forget how exactly he worded it, but it was something to the effect of people might love him or might hate him, but they're at least passionate about it.
It's true though, right? It's nothing worse than getting nothing. Coming out there and you got no cheer, no boo. Yeah,
that's the worst. That's like the Adam Rose treatment. Nobody cares. Or when the Vaudevillains first debuted.
Is that Shane McMahon podcast tonight?
Yes.
After Raw? Oh, good. Cool.
I'll have to catch it in the morning.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to a Raw and looking forward to after it for.
It's just weird. Excuse me, that Foley's doing it.
I think Austin said he can't do anything at the moment because of his arm.
Yeah, it's because of his shoulder.
Yeah, he doesn't want to travel or go anywhere.
I don't blame him.
No.
Because the way Jim Ross said it, he's in like a sling or something for like 6 weeks.
No moving because I don't know what the surgery. Well, I know he got the rotator.
He tore his rotator cuff off the bone.
It's like you gotta have it sitting there like a cast almost. You would think.
That's got to be brutal, man. The only thing I've ever done to my shoulder is I had tendonitis in it.
I've dislocated my collarbone dislocated my shoulder, both of them a couple times.
I had to get shot up it was in like the back of my like tricep shoulder area.
Okay.
Because what I did is, and people laughed at me at work because I was still working. My son had put 2 DVDs in the DVD player. So I sat down and was like fiddling with it to try to like get the one out. Well, when I did and got up, that's when the pain started.
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't mind playing hockey. I shoulder checked the guy and my arm just went numb and kind of just went. So I went to the bench and the coach said, "Oh yeah, you got a separated shoulder. Here, pop right back in there." And it was like it was like pins and needles, and I could just feel it all go back to normal. And he goes,
wow!
He's like, "Oh, get back out there."
Did you see Shawn Michaels was at the Penguins Tampa Bay game?
I did see that. It was on Hockey Night in Canada. I don't know if he was on the American feed too.
I don't know. But
yeah,
he was there because of the line with I think Phil Kessel that they call HBK.
Yeah, I think he had a Pittsburgh Penguins shirt on, and
I was like, Sean, I am so disappointed in you.
I think his number was 150.
Really?
I think that's what his number was. Yeah. Like, Sean, do you know that you're supposed to only have
go
2?
Up to like 90 something?
99's the highest you can go. Well, I guess not anymore because no player's allowed to wear 99 anymore. So
I was going to say, yeah. But I watched, I don't know if you caught it, the end of that game. That was a good game.
Yeah, I had it on the whole time, just the sound off.
I was flipping. I had the network on my laptop, and I had the hockey game on my living room TV.
Yeah, I was doing the same.
Have you caught Camp WWE yet?
No, I don't think from the trailers, I just don't like it.
They're making fun of Paige last week. And
I just don't think I could. I should still watch it, like, give it at least a shot.
This week looks very funny. I haven't watched it yet, but it's making fun of Mark Henry when they did the thing with Mae Young giving birth to a hand.
Okay.
So that looks pretty funny, and it's where like Triple H has to go on a date with Vince to convince him to go on a date with Stephanie.
I'll give it a shot. I said I was going to watch NXT, but I didn't. And I'll try. I got the network. It's right there. I don't do much. I got nothing else to do. It's
you're going to have to catch Swerve. That was funny, too. The new season's coming.
I didn't like the Swerved. I watched some of them, and they were just stupid jokes.
Maybe it's because when I was in high school, Jackass was really popular.
Well, I like Jackass, but this isn't as funny. Like, I was watching the one where they had the poop on the microphone.
Yeah, that was awful.
Well, that's what's the Canadian guy that used to do that?
I know who you mean.
Yeah, and you know, okay, I didn't mind it when they were doing it to the wrestlers, but when they started doing that to the fans, hey, you want to talk to WWE?
Yeah, that's like, wrong. Man, and you remember Darren Young got so like irate.
Oh, because they blurred his boyfriend.
That, and he was just like, "There's something wrong with this thing." It was like wigging out. I'm like, dude, it's not like supposed to be that serious. You know what I mean? Just relax. Yeah. They're having fun with you. I'll have to catch the Shane podcast. I'll probably catch it in the morning. And then I can't remember. It's sometime coming soon, the Foley show.
I'll give that a chance. But man, Mick Foley's daughter, I don't know.
I don't know how he managed that.
He must have the milkman must have stopped by Mrs. Foley's house.
She was training for a while in New Jersey to become a wrestler, but I don't know if she stopped or not.
Who knows? Well, I guess she knows.
Because there for a while, Rygao was telling me, she said that it wasn't, like, she wasn't cut out for it, so I don't know if she quit or what.
Well, I guess if they like to keep, wrestling families in the business doing something.
I was gonna like, yeah, just let her be like an announcer or an interviewer or something.
Because she's definitely a pretty girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'll attract people to come in.
She doesn't need any silicone implants, that's for sure.
No, she's gorgeous. And then they had her there last night, and that dude, I don't know if you know this, that's the clown next to her, that's her boyfriend.
Okay.
I was just like, really? I was just like, this is really disappointing.
So, Extreme Rules, what grade do you give it? School grade?
C+.
I give it a B-.
Okay.
It had more good stuff than bad stuff.
I agree with that. The only problem I told you I had was the women's match. I expected better.
That's what brought it down for me from a B to a B-. I'd say C+, B-. That's basically the same grade.
Yeah, it's around about there. But yeah. It was one of the better pay-per-views. I'll give them that because I was really excited for Payback, and that was a major letdown.
That was.
And this one, I really didn't have any thoughts going into it, and they surprised me.
It surprised me with the tax. That was
absolutely. I didn't expect that at all.
No, and
I
blood.
thought they would bring them out, but they wouldn't use them. Like, remember they did with the flaming table?
We were talking about that in the chat room, and they were saying if they don't use them, it's like why even bring them if you're not going to use them? Why even bring them out? Because if you don't know they're there, then you don't expect it. But once they're there, and Jericho's arm, man, poor guy. But hey, that's what you do. I figured there was something in that bucket, like I said, but I didn't think they're going to.
That was the big spot, and I got to give props to Jericho for doing that.
Yeah, because he didn't have to. There's no way.
No, he did it to entertain the fans.
Yeah, because he's got so much stroke. I'm not doing that.
Well, no. Did you hear he's not going to wrestle Nakamura now in Japan?
Okay.
Well, I read who it was, and I thought this was interesting. It's going to be Bray Wyatt and Nakamura.
Well, that's still going to be good.
I know. I was just like, wow, that's interesting.
Be a lot of heavy shots in that one.
Oh, yeah, man, because they both work stiff. And you figure one of those not pay-per-views, but house shows will be on the network like they did last year.
Wasn't it Brock Lesnar when they had over there?
Yeah, the Beast in the East.
Yeah, he wrestled Kofi, didn't he? Kofi Kingston. That was kind of an odd choice.
And then he destroyed New Day, which made you happy.
I like New Day. It's just getting stale, I think.
Yeah. Oh, but I was just reminded of someone who else is coming back. Neville,
yeah, he should be back soon.
Because that's who Jericho wrestled on that Beast in the East. I remember that because that was a really good match. I wish we got the Hawaii show. That was rumored to happen, and it was going to have Lesnar was going to be on it, and it was going to have Cena fighting Nakamura.
Huh? Yeah, that would have been sweet.
But apparently they're not doing it now.
Love to see Cena get the kicks.
Oh, yeah, that'd be worth it. Here's what Chris says before we get out of here. He says, Lance, old day got stale for me months ago.
Like I said, you got 20 jokes and only 3 of them are funny. It's,
My buddy wore his Bootios shirt there. And he's 30. He'll be 34 in September.
Well, Dino and his horn he wears.
Yeah, Dino Cena.
Yeah, he's like 46, so he's on vacation now. Hope he's having a good time.
Yeah, he should hopefully be back when?
I have no idea. I think he's week and a bit. I think he usually goes there for a week.
Okay.
Poor guy hates flying. Yeah. He's terrified of flying. I love it.
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But last year was the first time I flew in 20 years. So it was like a big difference.
I've been in jets, been in little planes, been in helicopters. Fighting forest fires out in the middle of nowhere, going in the helicopter.
Yeah, there you go.
That was cool.
All right, everybody, we're going to get out of here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And we will see you back next time. Have a good day, everybody.